I've been working in learning and development for over 20 years. And over that time, I've noticed that there are different groups of people who develop others. And I want to share an analogy with you to explain those different groups. Let me know if it resonates with you. The first group, and this is, I think, what we most often think of, I'm going to call them the chefs. And these are the learning and development professionals. So the people who work in an organization in a training and development or a learning and development department. They've gone to school, they take courses, this is their field, this is their profession. So this is the path, the career that they've chosen, and they have that experience and that depth of knowledge to support them. And as a chef, they work in a restaurant and they prepare food and serve it to others. So food being the training programs. They have people who come into the restaurant, so they don't need to go out and find the people who are going to consume their meals. They're provided to them, and they work with others to get that food on the table. So those are the chefs. But they aren't the only ones who develop others. There's a whole group of home cooks, and they also prepare meals for people. But it's not the core of what they do. They're doing it alongside a whole bunch of other things that they have on their plate. So it could be laundry, it could be grocery shopping, cleaning the house, looking after children, doing their day job, all those things. So those home cooks are people who find themselves in a job where they are doing training as part of what they do, but it's not their full job responsibility. And for them, they don't want to become chefs for the most part, but they still want to provide training and development to their employees. And they might feel a little bit like they're opening the fridge and staring at it thinking, oh my goodness, how am I going to do this? Because they have so many other things on their plate. They can't dedicate a lot of time to preparing those meals and getting them out the door. But they also want to make sure that they can be nutritious, nutrient dense, let's call it, and make sure that they can get them out the door quickly, so they're not staring in front of that fridge for a long time. So for that audience, they don't want to get learning and development certifications. What they need, I think, are core instructional design skills. How can I design that training program quickly, and how can I make sure that it's going to be effective? Versus the chefs who are looking for more advanced learning and development things like learning strategy or curriculum design or advanced design. So things like, how do I do a needs assessment and then couple that with an evaluation at the end? So those are two groups. I think there's a third group as well, and I'm going to call those the caterers. And they could come from the home chef side or the home cook side, or they could come from the chef side. And for them, the distinguishing feature is that there's a commerce element. So they need to go and find the people that are going to take their courses, find the people who are going to eat their food, versus the other groups who have an audience already, and they're charging money for it. It's their livelihood. So for them, they're more entrepreneurial. They might be interested in something similar with the chef, learning strategy to design, advanced instructional design. Or if they're a coach or somebody, maybe an OD practitioner, they might be more like a home chef. And part of what they do as a caterer is the training side. And again, they want to get more developed skills so that they can get those courses out the door more quickly and more effectively. So 3 groups of people who develop others. I'm curious if it resonates with you, and I'm curious which one you think you are. So if you're comfortable sharing, please put it in the chat and we can take a look.